So here we are at Landnama. This is the, as you can see in the top left corner, this is the alpha version of Landnama, which is a very cute and well done indie survival strategy building game kind of thing. They call it roguelite. And the developers over at Sonderland, three-head developer studio from Germany and Canada, they gifted me a link. They gifted me a copy of the game to test before release, and yeah, here we are. I'm very grateful. I know the game a bit. I've seen it. I also started playing it a bit, but today will be the first, you know, playthrough or overall playthrough through Landnama. Landnama is, as I said, a roguelite city building survival strategy game, however you want to call it. We do have the tooltips here, so let's just go through them. So we choose a clan for a settlement, and once we finish a settlement, we will get into how we can finish the settlement. We unlock new clans. To fulfill a saga, we have to survive with 6 out of the 8 clans, then we finish a full saga. So there is, each clan basically has like a couple of a bonus and like a buff and a nerf to them, or how they work. The first one doesn't have anything, no strength and weakness as they call it here, so that's probably the best clan to just start and learn the game, and that's what we're going to do here. So, as we say here, to complete this saga you have to settle all 6 regions of Iceland, and now we're going to choose our first one. So the entire game is set in Iceland. It is about the first Vikings, the first Nordic settlers coming to Iceland and trying to survive in this harsh, frosty and untouched nature you have in Iceland. And you have to survive the winter. So everything you do, everything evolves around, as they call it in the game, heart. And you have to survive each winter. You have to have enough heart to survive each winter, and then expand your city or your settlement, and also explore parts of the region you're in. So each region has a landmark that if you find it, you get that bonus. So this is what we will find later on. We don't need this one at the start. Like, we don't need the capacity, as far as I know. These are like very good tiles, very productive tiles. I don't think we need those at the start either. The Winter's Toll, getting that early, I think is a good thing. So I think we are going to start at Jökulsárlón. I'm sorry if I butchered that. That's how I think. So the region is called Hornafjörður, and the landmark is going to be Jökulsárlón. I think that's how you pronounce it. Something like that. Alright, and now we will set sail to Iceland. Alright. After a long journey across the sea, the clan reached the shores of their new home. Following the coast, they found a strategic location to establish a homestead and prepare for the coming winter. The path to survival was clear. Explore the land and expand their settlement with buildings to increase heart, then upgrade the homestead as much as possible to stand the test of time. So, as I said, this is the main thing, the main resource, or the only resource really the game evolves around. This is your heart. We currently have 5 and we can hold 10. Everything, it says here, to explore, to build, to survive the winter in the end, you need heart. Every each one of these little thingies here means a month. So these are the months until winter, and then the winter starts. And every 3 months, I think, yeah, it's all every 3 months you will harvest a new heart, and this will be increased by all the buildings you build, by all the upgrades you get for your buildings. So it's basically just a 4-time harvest, a 4-time resource gain. This is our home tile, as it says. Establish a great hall through 5 upgrades to complete this settlement and continue your saga. So this is the main goal. We don't need to find the landmark, although as we see in the background here, this could be the landmark already. But the main goal is to survive all the winters and then upgrade our great hall to complete this, to finish the settlement here. And you start with only 2 explored tiles. You start with your home tile and then 1 other tile. This will always be a water tile, I think, because it makes sense. Because, you know, you're coming from Scandinavia with your ship, you have that water tile, and then you go on land and build your settlement. So I think this is always a water tile. And we can build something there. We can build a fisherman there, for example, and the fisherman gives us 1 harvest and another harvest for each, another heart for each adjacent empty sea. So if we have a couple of sea tiles around it that we don't build anything on, our harvest from this fisherman increases. And you see here we do, it would cost us 4 heart, and it takes 2 months to build it. And we will build this because the game wants us to. And there we have the other part. This is an unexplored tile, and you see down here, you have some shoes, those are your explorers, and you have 2 hammers, those are your builders. And with those, obviously, you explore and you build. So to explore this field, we need to pay 1 heart, and it takes 1 month to find it. Let's do this. And this is a unique tile. This could be the landmark. There's 4 of them, I think, on each region. 1 of them is the landmark, and the other 3 are curiosities. So those give us some buffs. You really like the music? The music is really well done. I have seen a lot of this game already. I have played it a bit prior to the stream, and everything is really well done. Keep in mind, this is the alpha, so if you find any bugs or something, this could still be because of that. But yeah, this game is really, really well done. I also just noticed that the crest is in front of the thing here. So yeah, now it's better. All right, now the time goes on, and we passed 1 month. We found the tile here, and this is a quality tile. This thing shows us it's a quality tile, and this means we get 1 more heart per harvest, and we need all that heart for the winter. And at the end of the year, after those 12 months, you need to have an amount of heart that fits this amount here. So in our first winter, we have to pay 1 or 2 heart to survive the winter. And this gets increased every next year, basically. The winter toll increases by how many tiles you explored, and just continuously increases on its own as well. So you always have to see, okay, do I have enough heart at the end of the year to pay the winter. You do have one second chance basically, which is the Wegvisier. That one, if you don't have enough heart, or if you feel like you don't want to pay that much heart because you rather invest that one at the start of the next year and then harvest enough for the other winters, you have that 1 second chance that immediately puts that value you have to pay, the toll you have to pay, to the minimum of that year. So in this case, we could, if we roll a 2 after the first winter, we could use the Wegvisier and then put it to 1 to pay the absolute minimum. All right, and then we continue. We can look here. We have a bunch of buildings we could build. Some of them give just like here, the pasture, for example, just gives us harvest, just gives us stuff. And all those harvesting usually has a buff through adjacent empty tiles of the same biome, let's say biome. So in this case, this is a grassland, and if you build a pasture here, every empty adjacent grassland gives you another harvest, or another heart per harvest. So you always have to think, okay, where do I build my buildings, because do I harvest here more than I get if I build something else and stuff. So this gives us 2 currently. Yeah, exactly, because we have 1 base, and then we also have the good tile here, which gives us 1 more. Okay, we built the fissure here. We can salvage the building. Salvaging the building gives you half half the building cost basically. So we build this for 4 heart and we get back 2 hearts if we destroy the building. If a building isn't done yet and we cancel the production, we get everything back. And this is an interesting thing, because you do have the capacity here. You do have a maximum capacity of heart you can hold at any point. You can increase that. You need to increase that, because we need to upgrade our Great Hall here, and this increases, the Great Hall increases our capacity, but the price also increases. So the first upgrade already costs 10 heart, and this just increases per level. Yeah, I do want to. Oh, we can. Okay, we can't do this yet. How much does the pasture cost for? So I would really want to get this one here, because if this is the landmark already, this would be huge. Let's just continue and see. So yeah, I definitely want to gain this one here, and then here we would build the pasture. No, we won't build the pasture because we can't afford it. Okay, all right, this is a curiosity. And we get for the entire settlement, so for this safe, basically for this clan, we have a 10% increased chance to find those tiles, those quality tiles, and those give us more harvest, so that's nice. And yeah, it just tells us about the winter that's coming. So exploring always counts how many tiles, like basically how far away you are from your Great Hall, from your city center, and thus the prices increase. So we could, in theory, build the pasture here now, but we don't have any more harvest. This was our last harvest, so we would be at 1 hut, and in theory, we have a 50-50 chance that we have to pay 2. So we keep everything, wait for the winter, and then in the next year, build something. Or explore more. Alright. Exactly, we have to pay the winter's toll, and we see. Will it be 1 or will it be 2? And it's only 1. So now we can't even use the Wegvisir, because it is the minimum anyways, and you can only use this once. So you have to really think, okay, do I really need to use it now, or do I want to hang on for a later time? Alright. And this is a negative event, so this is an event where we might have to pay something. I think I'm still going to... No, how long does this take? It takes 2. So we gain another 2 here. We would be down to 4. We could... yeah, I think we wait. It's like if we build this here right after the event, we should be able to maybe even harvest here. Definitely here. We can, though, explore something. Let's explore here, because that only costs 1. It only takes 1 turn or 1 month. And we find woodland here. And woodland, we can build a woodcutter. This is basically the same concept as the grassland. You gain 1 and 1 more for each empty tile of the same biome, basically. Alright, I think this would cost 2. Yeah, let's wait. And now we have the event. And... Alright, a rotted wood. The wood set aside for construction wasn't stored properly and unfortunately can't be used. As frustrating as it is, no new buildings can be started until it has been restocked. So we can either choose to not be able to build for 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after the last harvest, we cannot build anything. That's rough. But the question is, do we want to build something anyway? So we could build either a pasture or a woodcutter, but we would need... So my plan would be to explore here and then see whether or not it's a grassland or a forest. And then either build the pasture or the woodcutter, depending on what tile that is. So that would put us down to 5. We could pay the 5 now, then we're at 0. We would gain 2. And then we can't build. So we would be stuck at 4, which would be not enough for this. So 6 tiles, meaning we will only be able to build something next year. And I think I'm fine with that. I think that's the better choice. Yeah, and up here you have all the statuses affecting your settlement at the moment. Alright. Alright, we found nothing of the things we wanted. We found a highland here. You can... not possible right now. Oh yeah, because... Okay. So this is one of the things I have to criticize about the game, and I will have to write this down because I'm going to give the devs a bit of a notice of how I like the game, what I think could be better, what is really good. And in this case, I would love to, even like, I know I can't be constructing anything, but I still would like to look into this tile and see what I could build there, what I can build there after those 6 months are over. Alright, we have... Oh, there's actually 5 of those tiles. So we have 2 here, and I think that would be the best way, like for a mid-term plan or mid-game plan to get those 2 at first. And then we have a 50-50 chance of whether we want to go here or here. So let us do the calculating. We could build something. Right? Yeah, we could build something, and then we would even harvest more. Because we need to pay... Oh no, we can't build anything. Yeah, I already forgot again. We can't build anything. Okay, so we can explore, so let's explore. This is... this puts us down to 5. This puts us down to 4. Together we can't do this. We could start... Yeah, let's... We could go down to... No. Let's just... I kind of want to see if there's a grassland here, but we do get more value if we have... We potentially get more value if we see this here. No, let's go here. And see from there. Actually, we can do more. I forgot, we get 2 more even. So, let's explore here. This is a grassland, and this is another quality tile. That is amazing. So this would be 3. That's 1 too much. We could go 1 here. The highland, by the way, also works like the woodland and the grassland. If there is an adjacent one, you get... If you build something there, I think it's a hunter on the highland. And there is like highlands around, you get above there as well. This would cost 2, and then we could see if we can get a buff for one of these. So I think that's what we're going to do. We do have the 5 if we need to pay it. Anyways. So let's see what we get here. This is a glacier. Okay, now I think we have all the tiles, all the biomes together. Now we have to pay. Let's see what the gods take from us. And it is the maximum. It is the 5. And we do have another negative event here. So this is going to be a very, very slow game, but we do have it. I definitely don't want to use the Vigvisir here. So we have to pay everything.